Good morning, Deena. Hi.
Hey, good morning, Bree.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. How's everything going on your end?
All right, got my brew,
Oh,
my
yes.
bean juice, if you
Same
will.
here.
Yes. Well, awesome. I'm super excited about this. This is going to be a new series for the Bombshells. We're going to be interviewing all the girls that correspond to the month on the calendar. So this lovely June is Miss Deena. Yeah, she was
Hey.
incredible. Um, yeah, so this is just going to be a new series for us, and we're going to be, getting to know some of our members and who they are on a little more individual basis. So, Deena, could you introduce yourself and tell us about you?
Of course. Well, thank you. I am Deena, aka Pixel Doll Cosplay, also known as the Bombshell Mera for the Bombshells, which super happy about that. As far as me and myself and I am 27 years old, born and raised here in Florida, so never really left, always going to be a beach girl. And I have been cosplaying since about 2011, and I'm completely self-taught. So some of my stuff is either some really big leaps in knowledge, or it can be a lot of failing and trying and again and failing. But that's the fun part about it. And yeah, I think I've probably made like some of the best friends probably people I've known for like almost 10 years now through costuming and conventions. So, this whole community and the idea of things like the Bombshells and big groups like this are really like everything that I do, and super, super happy that I'm here with you guys too. The outside of that, I do work with entrepreneurs. I'm an OCC, so pretty much someone who makes sure the entrepreneur does not go absolutely insane while trying to do their job.
Mhm.
And I primarily work with kids at a karate studio too. So that's been a very like fulfilling experience. It's kind of seeing the kids develop through something that should be fun, like karate, kind of like something like cosplay. It should be something silly and fun, but then you end up learning all these life lessons while doing it. So it's a very, very fulfilling job overall.
Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah, word. So, and wow, you've been doing cosplay since 2011. That's crazy.
Almost 10 years.
Dang, girl. That's awesome. When did you join the Bombshells in like the first wave, or did we find you later, or how
I
did that?
was technically like wave like 1.0, like the one right after technically, because I know you guys just did the first competition at Tampa Bay Comic Con, I believe it was, or was it? I think I was. Yeah, I wasn't there the first time you guys competed and got the trophy as a group, but I was there the following convention. I think I was there for MegaCon Tampa,
Mm,
so it was like not even 4 months after. So it
wow.
was very, very shortly after.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so for those listening that don't know everything about the Bombshells cosplay, the Bombshells cosplay is a 25 plus member group here in Florida, and we travel to conventions, talking, in panels about like femininity, LGBTQ representation, like all kinds of representation in the comic community, and we are solely based off of the DC Bombshells, which are these awesome pinup badass versions of the DC characters like Wonder Woman, Poison Ivy, Mera, and many, many more. We love this comic series. I know for me, it's something that has changed my life, not only reading it, but putting it into real life with amazing ladies such as Deena. And we started back in 2017 at Tampa Bay Comic Con with just a mere 10 or 11 of us. And then from there, it just blossomed into what can we do next? What can we do next? Who can we add? And just finding amazing people along the way. So that's a little bit about the Bombshells. Now, Deena, would you say that your style in cosplay, because there's different kinds of like subcategories of cosplay. There's like the anime people, the like super comic-y people, the, I don't know, even like just regular like fan fiction online and stuff. Like people cosplay those things. So like, what is your style usually?
So even though I am a huge anime nerd, like I watch literally like the new seasons as they come out on Crunchyroll. Like I am fluent in anime.
Dang.
Video games have always captured my attention when it comes to cosplay specifically Blizzard cosplays, because they're always so detailed and they're always so over the top. I'm like, I don't care what I do with it. If it's a Blizzard costume, you know it's going to be a good one because it's going to be like some form of challenge to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, I looked back on it because I recently did a move and I had to pull every single costume I have and put it in a new costume closet. So I had to literally go through all of them and I go, oh my gosh, all of these are cosplays from video games. Even though I'm sitting here talking about anime all the time.
True. I know all of your memes and like or anything you post, I'm just like, wow, she's a weeb. She is.
Weeb through and through. Yeah, for sure. I'd say like if anything, I have about 5 variations of Sailor Moon costumes. So like between just different scouts and actually Sailor Moon as the character. So that's the most like anime I have, but everything else is mostly like a Final Fantasy costume. Bayonetta is my big to do. I have a lot of Overwatch costumes. So like if you tell, and Princess Peach, of course, too, that's another big video game one. So it's mostly video games.
Your Bayonetta is gorgeous. Some of the photos in those are my favorite of you. I remember seeing them be like, Bayonetta is such just an icon anyways, just seeing you in it. I'm like, wow, my heart.
Exactly, especially talking about like with the Bombshells in general, about talking about kind of like owning your femininity and being very confident. That is exactly what Bayonetta speaks to me. It's a lot like the vibe I get when I'm with the Bombshells in total. It's the idea that you can be as feminine and as comfortable in your own skin as you want to be, and you still get to be really powerful. And it's because it comes from that, not because you've got like some ridiculous magic item or you're overpowered in strength or something. It's literally a confidence thing. And that's one of the things is Bayonetta drips confidence. I love her.
yeah, of course. Yeah. I've seen some members really blossom in this group, even members that have never even cosplayed before. And I think something I love seeing, even, reflecting on myself, is just seeing that confidence grow amongst women. I know you have just been a pillar in all of that since the beginning. So I thank you for that.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no, and same thing when I see, some of our cosplayers in the group who, again, have never cosplayed before, or they say things like, yeah, I also have like 2 or 3 kids at home. And I'm like, how?
Oh my God, yeah.
But they do
or
it
I'm a full-time
flawlessly.
student right now, or I work 2 jobs or something like that. I'm just like, girl, wow. Yes.
Always. And especially when we get the happy news that they are, like, a couple of our girls have had like awesome news of becoming mothers while being a Bombshell, and some of them are doing both simultaneously. I'm like, I am floored.
I know. We had one of our members just be like, well, I can't do this shoot because I'll be showing a little bump, but I think I can make it work. And she redid almost her whole cosplay around her little bump, and it was so cute.
And she killed it.
I know. So yeah, just well, that's awesome. Like, having you in the group has always been comfortable, at least for me as like the manager and the leader. I've never had to worry about you. I know some girls, like, they're busy and stuff, and I'm like, hey, are you coming? With you, you're just like, yeah, I'll be there. And you show up.
It's usually some really long to-do list before we get there, but I'll be there.